at 5. We're actually early for once. Right, let's make sure you can see what we're doing. We're doing stuff there. Put it in the D. There we go. Okay guys, welcome back to Robert's Co. Welcome back to London. Another live jewellery making session. What are we doing? We're making a ring. I think we're making a 9-carat gold, a 1mm 9-carat white gold band ring. I've got this little bit here. Let's put that on the right way up. I've got this piece of wire, but it looks a bit thin. Where's the vernier gauge? Is it a bit thin? It's a bit polished. Yeah, it is a bit thin. 0.7mm. Oh, I know what that is. That's some ear wire that I put in there to melt with the next melt. I wondered why. That was the perfect length, but a bit thin. But yeah, I'll put that in there to melt. Right, we're going to use this bit. That is 1mm. We need to make some more of that. 1mm 9-carat white gold wire. We make it in-house. Melt some wire. Put into an ingot. Pin it, roll it, draw plates. So we need a size F, 47mm. Let's get the YouTube copyright free music on. We'll form the ring, solder it together, and then size it. You can probably see, I've got the computer over there, it was behind me, I've now got it there. You can probably see a Mac there. That is based, they're useless. They overheat. Well, they do when you use them the way I use them. So I literally have to use that just as a, whatever that is, what's an iMac. I use it basically as a PC box just on the floor, and then I have a screen on the above it, a separate Mac display. Ridiculous setup. But the computers are they're just a ridiculous setup anyway at the moment. Like everything just constantly changes. Because we use, well, I use both. I switch kind of between operating, well, Microsoft, PC, Microsoft, and Mac. I do a lot of the, I guess the creative stuff, video editing and stuff on the Mac. Not all of it. There's less file size restrictions. It's far quicker and easier generally to transfer from the Mac to the phone. So what I end up doing, you end up using the cloud. I've got all sorts of ways of transferring files from Mac, from PC to Mac and back. Adobe kind of dropped theirs out. I was using Adobe Cloud, and now that's gone. And now I'm using Microsoft Cloud drives. And a lot of the time, yeah, it works most of the time. But yeah, that's why there's a computer on the floor, in case you're wondering, or a Mac on the floor. I changed the memory, the memory in it. It's upgraded as far as you can upgrade it. They're just useless. They look great. the 5K Retina. Like when it works, it looks great, but it's just a form over function. The way they're designed, they overheat and black out. Like they function as a computer fine, it doesn't stop working, but the screen blacks out. Sometimes I have issues with the mat. Sometimes I've had issues with that when it restarts, like if there's a power out, and for some reason it just, you know, fuse blows or something, and the screen won't, because that's actually the way it's set up, is mirroring the screen. It's not, and if it restarts and the thing's roasting hot, you can't restart it. So what I've actually had to do is take all the shelves, especially in summer. I've discovered that I can take all the shelves out of the fridge, and I've ended up putting the Mac. I've had to refrigerate the Mac, which is insane, to cool it down enough to reboot it. Like it would reboot, but you can't enter the password on the screen. You can't see the screen, you can't see the mouse, everything. See, I've had to refrigerate it to cool all the chips down and that, and whatever is tripping from the heat. It's obviously got a heat thing in it. I have to refrigerate it probably about once a year in summer. And then before it cooks itself again, reboot it. I probably need a new one. It's not, it did it from new. It got worse, but it did it from new. I think I got it in winter, so I didn't notice so much. It only used to do it though when I was editing 4K video, and it didn't do it for long, but now it's kind of knackered and you send an email and it'll do it. It's blacked out now, it's just black. It'll come back on at some point. Pickle that. Alright, let's get the ring sizes ready. What's that size there? I might have to use the antique ring sizer for that. We'll find out. Probably need to stretch it up a touch first. Clean off any excess solder. There's a cloth. I had to tidy up and I can't find anything. Where's the cleaning cloth? Bright yellow. I'll put that. It's got to be this somewhere. get a fresh one. Right, I found the original one there under a piece of paper. You might think that I think that Mac was about £3 and pretty much from day one it ended up sat on the floor connected to a display. You might think why did you send it back, because to be honest, when you run and like we're an online retailer, we're an online business, and I think if anyone else out there is running an online anything, you kind of get after a while. I mean, I think we've been doing it since the early noughties. There's constant things are just constantly. I think from the outside world looking in at things like Amazon and eBay and Etsy, like to be fair to them, they generally speaking, I mean, this probably the kiss of death, but they keep the front ends working. Like I think if that breaks, it's all hands on deck. Like they keep the money coming in on the front end. The back end, not so much. There's always something. On one of those platforms, there's always something. But there's a sort of workaround. But there's always they're always breaking the code. Like, I mean, eBay's like creaking. It's so knackered. Amazon's pretty good behind the scenes at the moment. eBay, you can't log in. You can't log in. They've changed the log. They're trying to change. They're in the process of changing the login, and they've broken it. There is a workaround, but you know, like it's just. But that's I think I'm just kind of used to the computer stuff, software and hardware constantly being slightly broken. Like not. It's just a thing. Especially when it comes to, you know, like the shops. I think one of the shops is not linked up to the Facebook or the Insta. I can't remember, but you know, or Pinterest, and like we're waiting for something else to. If they tinker with it endlessly and they just break, something's always broken. I see a lot of people that, you know, complaining about Etsy and they're shipping they're leaving and they're going to Shopify or vice versa, and it's like you've got to do it all because. You just got to have. You can't. It's not an and. It's not an or. I mean, it's an and. You've got to do them all because they're always one of them's always knackered. Sometimes it's just almost like self-sabotage. I mean. Right, let's use the antique. It's not quite the right size, and that's I think the limit of where that one will go. See, that's why I've got a broken Mac on the floor, and I've had it broken since it's almost new. Well, it's not broken, it's just, it's not powerful. It's one of the most powerful ones I had at the time. It's not powerful enough for 4K. It's supposed to do it, it doesn't. 4K video. there again, my PC kind of cooks itself as well. Like the fans, as soon as you start editing and certainly rendering, even uploading, the fans go crazy on the PC. I reckon that's what the hold up is on AI video. I reckon they're just the power they all gonna need and the cooling. Yeah, they're just gonna cook them. They basically, like, if they let the public at large loose on AI video generation, especially high resolution, you know, if they start, I mean, AI is cooking their computers and the best anyway, just with big language model. And I think they've got the video capabilities because you can see the samples, but I don't think they've got the power. It's a little bit small, or well, not at scale. Take that up a touch. Right, so there we go. There's a size F 1mm 9 yellow gold halo band ring, using an antique pinfold paint and ring sizing machine. I'll give you a little close up on this. There we go. Leading edge. Flattens it out, makes it nice and straight as well using the reduce. Like, that's why I go up and I always go down. I'll always size the rings down in one of the final fittings to make them not just perfectly the right size, it makes them perfectly flat, so they're perfectly the right size all the way around, because you know, handmade rings have a wobble in them when they're first done most of the time, so it takes the wobbles out. There we go, right, see you in the next one.